Hello world! Welcome back to another PatriotCTF 2022 write-up video. In this video, we'll be walking through the forensics challenge Toast. Let's get into it. We received a report from a user about suspicious notifications on their machine. We managed to grab a dump of their Windows notification database, but we can't seem to find any entries that match what the user described. Maybe you can find what we couldn't. The flag is the handler ID of the notification. For example, if the handler was 357, the flag would be PCTF 357. Okay, we're not going to look at the hint because we just built different, but I did download the zip file, and if you unzip it, you get these 3 files. Now, we can totally pop this open in our DB browser over here. And looking in here, if we go to browse data, and I believe it's notification data? No, notification, there we go. You'll see different notifications. You'll see the payload here that you can look at. And that is the notification, I believe, and the handler ID. But 96 is not the solution, especially if you look at the payload. Well, there's just nothing there. Now, we can go back to, or we can go to notification handler. And if you scroll down, there is a bunch of Toast services being called here, or are existing in here. And it really makes you wonder if the notification handler has, or the handler ID has something to do with the Toast service. But we can't tell from this file alone. We have to go and look at the wall file, which disappeared. But we have it in our Kali boxes, which is where we'll go to next to solve the next part of the challenge. So, you do an ls, you see I have all the database files here, and the wall file essentially contains rollback data in case you want to roll back the database or whatever. I don't really know how it works because there's no real way to roll it back, quote unquote, but it does have a bunch of information on it otherwise. And usually it syncs up automatically with the database file, which could be the reason why it disappeared from the directory, or our Windows directory from earlier. But who can really say? I don't really know how that works in particular. But that being said, we can actually convert the wall file to a readable SQLite database file that we can actually look at, even if it's going to be slightly corrupted or not exactly perfect. But that's fine because it doesn't have to be. So we're going to use this tool we found called Wallatian. It's a tool that we found on GitHub that'll basically convert a wall file to a SQLite database file. If we do TAC-H, we can see that all we have to do is pass in the file, which will be the wall file. And then the TAC-X is just the name that we want to give the output file. So to run this, we'll just do wpn database.db tac wall. And I forgot the TAC-F. Let me go add that in. And then we need TAC-X, and we'll just call it wall.db. And you'll notice that these 2 tables are screwy looking as far as the names are concerned. And that's because, again, these wall files are not intended to be SQLite files, or database files, rather. So they come kind of corrupted sometimes if you try to do this. So we're going to grab that file and drag it back out to our Windows folder and where our Toast stuff is. And we're going to pop that back into our SQLite browser. Now you'll notice you have the 2 tables here. And if we go to browse data, you'll notice that this looks like the notification handler table from the original database file. And it is, in a sense. We know that this unknown 1 column is supposed to be the notification handler, and you'll notice there's a few new ones here, 43, and we can look at the payload for that, which is what unknown 4 is supposed to be, and then 114. And there's a promising looking notification here. You finally found me. The solution is the handler ID for this notification, 114. So we'll go back to our flag submission, and we'll do PCTF like it says, and we'll do 114. Submit that, and we got it. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Turn on post notifications to get regular injections of cyber content directly into your feed. Check out our Patreon, join our Discord, and follow us on Twitter. Links in the description box down below. And leave any feedback or questions in the comments section down below. This is Almond Milk. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.